in and out of that studio within that time.
What do you do? So, that was another question I also saw come up. Do you write? Do you produce? Or are you, like, what's your role in the music creation process?
I'm a one-stop shop.
Okay, so you write, produce, and engineer.
Yeah, I engineer myself.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I don't go, like, nobody's never paid me to sit in and be an engineer in those sessions like that. Like, I don't even market myself like that. That's a disgrace. It's like having Prince being an engineer. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I play 13 instruments. I'm just fluent inside of Fruity Loops, Pro Tools, Logic, and Ableton. You know what I'm saying? So I pretty much, and I'm 39, man. I came up.
Say 39, yeah.
As a musician, I started recording when I was 13. So by that time, we were still recording to tape, little stuff like that. So I know
It's the Lil Rod interview.
Like from
you know what I'm saying?
Outside of that, I
being interviewed by academics.
A studio myself, you know what I'm saying, as a carpenter. So it's a one-stop shop. So with that being said, doing the writing camp, my role was just so necessary because everything that was missing was me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm told they was trying to move this album forward in so many directions, so many.
He was down with the get down. He was definitely down with the get down. He was down with it. He was down with it.
The minute I got in the picture, you know what I'm saying? Song selection, the whole 9 yards. So that's when I met him. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
He was definitely down for the ride. He was down for it.
So that's pretty much just straight business, right? What about you that took to him to say, hey, I need this guy around, I need him in the process? Later on, you basically allege that you're working in the studio in his home at 2 Star Island, right?
Yeah, so I'm very organized when it comes down to files, having specific versions of songs, etc. So it was a song on his album that I worked on. What happened was he had somebody else who was dealing directly with him, and this guy just lacked basic administration. He would come to the producers, bring us certain things like, yo, Puff wants this, he wants this, we'll do it, and then what happens is...
You hear that? Y'all hear that?
What happened, Puff asked for a specific version that nobody had that I had. You know what I'm saying?
A specific version that he had.
In front of me, and
they definitely was messing around with each other.
You're gonna have to let me, you know what I'm saying, deal with this because this is about to be over. And it was. They kicked this whole album. They kicked us out of the studio. Puff was done with the album. You know what I'm saying?
He was done with the album, and he still stick around. He still stuck around. He still stuck around, and he was done with the album.
That's in Beverly Hills. So we just started working on the album at that rate. So it was a song, the Justin Bieber song, that Puff wanted to crack. He wanted to feel more like Can't Help It by Michael Jackson, etc. I did 5 versions to that song. And what happened was Puff came into the studio. Management had me to hit play on the record. I hit play on the record. He danced for like 2 hours on the floor.
He danced for like 2 hours.
He dancing.
Dancing.
Nobody cracked the code. Nobody could crack the
code. What the fuck? He said he dancing for like 2 hours.
And so I cracked the code.
Not to cut you off, me being knowledgeable of how Puff has been, everybody knows.
Get them likes up. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel at TaeLucianoMEDIA. That's TaeLucianoMEDIA. This is the Little Ride interview. You know what I'm saying?
Producers who could kind of create sonically what he needs. Did you feel like he saw that and you like, hey, listen, Lil Rod could get what I need, and like these other guys who, if I tell them they can't do nothing but play the song, they can't really just change it on the fly, they're not my type of people I would want to work with.
Well, yeah, it was that. It was also, without bashing anybody, like, I ran into some pretty cool people, and I would rather keep the relationship good. But what it was something attached to the 2-track with the vocals that was stopping everyone from cracking the code. So I, early on, started dealing with AI. So I was able to.
He was dealing with AI. Isn't that something?
With AI probably in 2021, I was kind of like fucking with it, but on the low, hadn't really figured it out.
Yeah,
Get them likes up. Subscribe to the channel at TaeLucianoMEDIA.
I was able to successfully
subscribe to the channel.
The instrumentation from Justin Bieber's vocals, and then at that rate, I went in and started fresh, and that's what made him start dancing.
Do y'all believe any of this? Do y'all believe what he's saying so far?
He was like, yo, put me in the studio with this guy. At that rate, Puff realized that, first of all, it's a lot happened before that. You know what I'm saying? Like, Tory Lanez, for example, there's a song that we were sampling from Aaliyah, and it's not out, by the way, but we were working on that song, and Puff was like, yo, can you put a bridge?
Get them likes up. Get them likes up. Subscribe to the channel at TaeLucianoMEDIA. That's TaeLucianoMEDIA. Subscribe to the channel. This is the Little Ride interview.
I don't want to call myself a musical genius, but I have a very, very heavy musical background. So I'm well aware that I know music theory. I know song structure.
Are you classically trained either to play the piano or at least, you know, the theory behind music, even when it comes to like engineering, right?
Yeah, so he was figuring me out just to kind of see, and pretty much everything that he put in front of me, I delivered. You know what I'm saying? And so, and just to be quite honest, you know, I might get a little laugh, I don't care, but a lot of people in those rooms were yes men. I was pretty much the only person, like, having my own opinion. You know what I'm saying? Fighting for my own rights. When everybody's saying they want to do this, you know what I'm saying? I had people come in and tell me that my versions of a song was so dope, and they danced to it. The minute Puff come in, they vote the other way.
That's crazy.
So the thing is, he's a smart guy. He was able to sense that, and I'm feeling like, you know, as time go by, he for sure had me in there to have a different traction from the whole guys, a different approach, and also he knew that I was very, very neat, and I delivered.
Okay, so you're working on music. It looks like, you know, he's realizing your talent, but it feels like there's starting to be some severe red flags, and this is how I interpret it. And I went through the lawsuit, so you have to correct me about the timing. When do you feel like now you're working with him with music, but then either illicit drugs or other things are coming into play, or did the non-payment start first? Because you kind of alleged both things, that you felt you were owed, undercredited, and then you also felt that you were around this entirely wild lifestyle that, for you, blurred the lines of consensual and non-consensual, right? Am I paraphrasing right or wrong?
Listen, without talking specifically about the case, I'll just say this. This type of things happen a lot in the music industry. We're in the studio.
I hear that. It happens a lot in the music industry.
Bathroom, doing something together. You know what I'm saying? Somebody walk in, there's guns, etc. This is just.
But he stuck around for it. He was around for it.
Now, a lot of things that I mentioned inside of my lawsuit is not normal. You know what I'm saying? But I don't really want to focus this meeting about my case in particular, because it's still active. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We don't have to get necessarily into the case, but there are certain allegations that I think are the foundation.
People want to hear about it though. That's the thing. Like, you don't already put itself
We're gonna touch on those.
in the situation. So people want to hear about it. How you gonna say that
you're trying
and
to
you already filed a lawsuit?
Well, let me ask this question, and hopefully you can ask this question. You filed a civil suit.
Civil suit.
This is a common question that we constantly hear now. Why, if some of these things were happening that you felt uncomfortable with, why never alert authorities, and why never...
Right, he never did none of that. None.
In terms of the civil suit, why not go to the police?
Never went to the police. That's because he was down with it. That's because he was down with it. He was down for the cause. He was down for it. He was down for the cause. He was down for the get down.
I've taken a lot of I've taken a lot of hits over the years from people, and I just keep walking, just keep walking. I'm a strong person, and this industry is just it's so poison. And the reality is, if people
now
don't
the industry
fucking
is
move
poison.
backwards, excuse my French.
Now he's
you know
saying
what I'm
that.
saying,
Now he's saying the industry is
However,
poison.
I had
The industry
enough,
is so
you know what I'm
poison.
saying?
But
And
now
that
suddenly
last
it's
thing
poison.
between
Like he
Puff
been
and
didn't
I,
know that.
that was just like, okay, this is it. You know what I'm saying? My kids got it.
Describe.
He's saying it's poison. Like he been didn't know that. That's crazy. Oh, it's poison all of a sudden now.
Relationship. I know you're being a little vague about it, but you're saying these things are happening, but you're kind of chalking it up to it's kind of somewhat regular if you're working in the studio. What becomes the last straw that you're like, yo, I can't rock with this guy anymore. I gotta walk away. What was that?
Well, again, the last straw was when it came down to pretty much taking care of my business and saying I'm not gonna let you guys steal my publishing and everything, which you know what I'm saying.
I'm not gonna let y'all steal my publishing.
I touched down every song on that album. You know what I'm saying? At that rate, the bullet tactics started.
Man, he was around
and
for
the last straw.
He seen an opportunity to get some money, and that's what he did. He seen an opportunity to get some money, and that's what he did.
And then
he filed a civil suit.
They threatened me. You know what I'm saying? At this rate, it was over.
And he filed a civil suit. He seen the opportunity to get some money.
From a business standpoint. You know what I'm saying? And it's,
how much did you, without, I don't know if you could be honest about that. How much did they take all your publishing? How much did you receive as compensation versus how much were you either expecting or verbally had agreed with them that you should have got?
I received nothing towards the production.
Nothing.
If anything, I got reimbursements back for money.
He got ran through the whole situation.
Over here,
Diddy worked him.
With music, Soul Child, and let's just say on Saturday, I'm getting ready to go out with music, but on Friday before, Puff was like, no, I need you to stay around. I was like, well, I'm about to miss this right here.
See, he was working. See, Puff was working Diddy was working his magic with him.
Some sort of
he was working his magic with him.
Reimbursement for that, or if I was there ordering Uber Eats or picked up a rental car, or a hotel expense, something like that. But nothing actually towards the production aspect, and they were trying to give me zero publishing.
Zero.
You know what I'm saying?
He ain't get shit.
Stevie J spoke about
nothing.
That. He claimed that your contribution to the album was none of what you alleged in the indictment, or not indictment, the civil lawsuit, and basically said you were almost like a glorified engineer that's now trying to take more than enough credit for work that was really done in the studio. You've never really responded to that, but what is your response to Stevie J saying that, you're trying to act like you're a musical maestro, but you just equalized a couple tracks and that's it?
There's so much I want to say. I don't even know where to start, bro. Like, he just needs to go find him another TV show, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, anybody that knows me, bro, that knows that's not true. And the sad part is, I really rocked with him. You know what I'm saying? I thought he was a cool dude, man.
He thought he was a cool dude.
Too many times.
Man, please.
Like that.
He up there talking about, oh man, I thought he was a cool dude. How you think he was a cool dude? Like he ain't been hearing shit. That's bullshit.
Or do something, because his attention span in the studio is all over the place. You can't get nothing done with Steve. It sounds like a smooth jazz record. You know what I'm saying?
So you were vehemently challenging his idea that you actually had valuable input beyond just pressing a few buttons to engineer. You were producing these records, you were helping creating these records, composing these records, because he was minimalizing your contributions, claiming that you were butthurt about maybe some payments, but now you're
maybe some payments. Talking about he was butthurt, maybe some payments. You damn right he was hurt over some payments if he didn't get paid. But he still stuck around for it. He still was, man. That was one of his boy toys. You could tell. That was one of Diddy boy toys.
Anything you could think of. You know what I'm saying? He's a victim too. And he just needs to stand up and rock it.
What it do, Shar? Back at it, man. Back at it. Get them likes up, man. Subscribe to the channel at TaeLucianoMEDIA. That's TaeLucianoMEDIA back again with another live. You know what I'm saying?
It's like really rocking with me. You know what I'm
So
saying?
Stevie J just sitting on the couch. Like, I thought he was a musical guy. No?
What's that?
I thought he was the musical guy. Like,
again, he's a musical guy. He's just not me.
He's just not me.
You
see what I'm saying? He's about he's just not me. He's a musical guy, but he's just not me. You ain't him, nigga. He got multiple hits, old school hits. How you gonna say he not me, but he got hits from back in the day? What kind of shit is that?
He's a yes man. Period.
And you a boy, and you his boy toy. So what's the difference?
Okay.
What's the difference? That's his boy toy.
And I thought that's why Puff kind of like got back with him. But you basically said he's washed up at this point. You were doing work.
Look, I don't want to cause no smoke with him. You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
he don't want to cause no smoke with him. But he filed a civil suit. What kind of shit is that?
Couple years, he lost his father. And I'm really trying to respect.
Oh, he's talking about. He's talking about.
Well, we have to go there because you did put in a lawsuit that you saw
Stevie J
of him getting fucked,
and he declined
it. No. So wait, did you actually see a video that depicted a man that looked like Stevie J in a compromising sexual position with another man?
Listen. Again, we're not going to talk too much about the case, but yes, I seen that.
I seen that, and it was Stevie J.
Stevie J.
Damn.
Jesus.
But he probably got a couple of he probably got a couple of compromising positions as well. Like he's not like he's talking about Stevie J, but he's you know what I'm saying? He done got down with Diddy before. You can't tell me no different. He done got down with Diddy before. Diddy done played in that Duke shoot for sure.
For me, I still got respect for like my OGs.
Yeah.
And I feel like
you ain't got no
I was
respect.
just trying to help him. You know what I'm saying?
We gotta keep it real on him, man. You're on a big ass show, man. That nigga's washed in the studio. That's what you say. He washed. Like he used to be the guy, he a legend, but he was in the studio on a bench. It's like the starter on a bench watching the youngin really chef it up. Come on now. Come on.
You know what I'm saying? And the reality is, bro, like, you know, while he's over here trying to film and do this, we working, bro. We in the studio.
Okay.
Yeah, y'all doing a bunch of other stuff too.
For you.
For sure.
100%. 100%. I couldn't really put my finger on it then.
Yeah.
But, you know, since I filed a lawsuit and just to see him stepping up to TMZ, trying to get a check here, step up over here, the dialogue, trying to get a check, and just ringing on my name, it's just like, okay, bro. You feel me?
Is he talking about Big Gene? He talking about Big Gene?
No, but
I think he's talking about Gene.
To be honest with you, I read your lawsuit and I didn't know there was that many gay people in hip hop. Like I was like, Stevie J gay? Oh shit! I thought
keep it real. It's a lot that I haven't put in that lawsuit.
You got more?
More.
How does he know all of these things though? He had to be getting down himself. Who spilled him the beans? Who gave him the info? That means he had to be getting. I mean, he sound like Whack 100.
Inserted himself into.
Who put him up to this? Whack 100?
My business.
I think Whack 100 put him up to this.
When I first went public about Puff, he was one of the first on the post trying to downplay me, and it's like it was weird. So I'm really looking at him like, yo, you my brother, bro. But you know what I'm saying?
At that time, didn't you make allegations about him in the lawsuit?
Man, that's what's up, man.
The lawsuit hadn't.
That don't sound bad.
Yet.
Oh, okay, wow, okay. So
that doesn't sound bad.
If that's the case, you know what I'm saying? You not sealed it from this either. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's just is what it is. So I'm not trying to like blow up the whole industry for whatever they got going on, bro. I'm just really just trying to go about my life.
Yeah.
You feel?
Now he's trying to go about his life. Then, but he was around for this shit. I don't get it. Now, like he was around for
Stevie,
you know what I mean? Like,
by the way, interesting. Now, I never saw him show up to court. I saw you show up to court. Why did you show up to the Diddy trial?
To make sure they was trying to lock him up. That's why. Look at him.
Let's bring that question later. I do want to answer that though.
Let's talk about let's bring up that question later. I really do want to answer He trying to think of it, man.
Like,
come on, man.
He really tapped in, and I can see why the feds would read this and be like, "Yo, this guy is giving us so much details."
He was getting down with the get down for sure.
He's putting together a picture. You mentioned certain people. That's the first time I heard their name. I never heard the name Christina Karan before you. You mentioned a lot of people's name. What was your working relationship with everybody besides Diddy? Because it felt at a point you were damn near living there, right? Like you're kind of like you're working at a studio, but sometimes you stay at the crib, or maybe you go down the street to a hotel. But you're there a lot, right? How often were you there? And what was the relationship either with Diddy or who are the other people you were communicating with frequently?
Yeah, well, I was definitely there.
Hell yeah, I feel that. I'm trying to start
live at somebody else's house. I still had my own place.
Okay.
But it's just he required
so
much
do that
shit
time for sure.
I couldn't go home, even when he was working at his house in my state, in my city. You know what I'm saying? I'm over there, so he flew me out. For example, the first time I was flown out was in
he was flying them out. See,
2022.
He was flying them out. So you already know he was part of the freak offs. He was part of the. He was definitely part of the freak offs. You know what I'm saying?
In fact, I was the one who prayed over dinner for
Look, he praying over the food and everything for Thanksgiving. He was really tied in with the family.
Yeah.
Really? Okay, which family are we talking about? We're talking about the kids there? We're talking about just the baby mamas? We're talking about friends?
He's talking about it all.
Sarah was there. Young Miami was there. KK was there. All of
is though.
Was there.
You already know Act gonna do that every day, all the time.
Stylist was there. You know what I'm saying? Etc.
So you were around Young Miami like that?
Yes.
Oh, wow. This is end of 2022.
This is end of 22. Closer to 2024.
Look, man, this shit is like, come on.
The atmosphere around that time.
He's seen this. He's seen this as an opportunity to capitalize.
Goal of work, but is the atmosphere more like?
Yeah, he threw him right up under the bus. He ain't give a damn.
Family and friends.
He threw him right up under the bus.
Everybody's a little bit close. Everybody's cool with each other. Everybody
with no second guessing it.
Oh, we're co-workers. And Diddy's since we're all working for Diddy, we're only just assisting him. Or if y'all are having dinner, I gotta imagine that there's some closeness among everyone, right?
Man, speaking of that, the first dinner again was Thanksgiving. And it was quite weird to me because I'm sitting there and you have the stylist is next to me, the publicist next to me.
Is the stylist Deontay Nash or no?
No, I forgot her name.
Okay.
I forgot her name. I've only seen her maybe 3 or 4 times, but that was the first time. She's like a older lady, older white lady, slim. I can't remember her name.
Get them likes up. Subscribe to the channel at TaeLucianoMEDIA. That's TaeLucianoMEDIA.
So, I'm just trying to. Everybody's having conversations. I'm sort of an introvert in a new setting with a lot of, just random different people. So, I'm done eating. I just said a prayer. He introduced me as his new production partner. Make sure, and I have the video also of that night, from the cameras. Why
did you have so many videos? You had a lot of videos. I think that's.
He had a lot of videos. That's crazy. I think dude had.
Why was so many of those moments captured on video? Did you?
Yeah, I mean, it's a possibility.
These niggas are weird, or did you take it just in the
very bad time,
documented, nonchalant, fun moments, or was it at the direction of Diddy, who was saying record everything?
Yeah, so it was Diddy. So, which actually brought us even more close in terms of a working relationship. Where I really like how this guy moved. As a producer, being in the studio, I hate when people come on the side and hum me some melodies or sing a line right off the top and then they don't have it. They forget it.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
He talking like he motherfucking like
person too.
Johnny Gill or somebody. Like he Bobby Brown or Chris Brown or somebody.
So he demanded, I need y'all to be recording and capturing moments. He did this with the camera guys as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you should have thought about this. He put himself right in the mix, talking about I don't want to be involved, but he on a goddamn platform, being what Dame say, chatty patty. You know what I'm saying? Running his mouth.
He said so I can deliver, or if not writing down the notes, the voice notes is on. If not that, the camera's on. Whatever is the fastest that I can get to at that time to capture whatever moment.
Man, straight chatty patty. Lock his ass up. Get him out of here. Lock him up. Lock him up. Lock him up. Lock him up. Get him up out of here.
Post or something like that.
He looked like a
So
weirdo.
at that rate, I'm just capturing everything, and the purpose wasn't to set anybody up. It's to make sure.
Nah, it's not to set nobody up, but he following civil suits and shit. It makes no sense.
For social media or for the album, sometimes he may say something. He like, yo, take that what I just said and drop that in the bridge of this song.
I wonder how Diddy would feel about this.
I was talking throughout that album. If you go back and listen to the off the grid, yeah. So this is just how we capture it. This is per his request.
Okay, yeah. So back to that moment. You're recording.
In fact, sometimes he would go take my phone and hit record.
Really? So
that sounds like a relationship. He'll take my phone and hit record. What type of shit is that? Or
when you're recording that Thanksgiving moment,
he just said he'll take my phone and hit record. Like, what does that mean? He'll take my phone and hit record.
So I'm not recording at this moment. I'm sitting down. You know, we just got through eating, said prayer, everything like that. And so some time has went by, and I'm just like,
that's a little different.
Hey, what's your name? What's your name? And just have a real
man, that's a little different, man.
And I realized everybody was kind of quiet. The only person who was really talking was him. You know what I'm saying? With his kids, you know, it's not like an open flow, like everybody listens to me. It's just casual conversation, but everybody's quiet. It was then that I realized a lot of people are really quiet because everybody's on a non-disclosure agreement. You know what I'm saying?
Who are you?
Hey, Jay.
I'm sorry?
Were you at that time?
What's the deal?
Okay.
I typically don't even do NDAs, but I still move around.
You said it's too late. I'm about to get off in a minute.
And most of the people who work,
you know what I'm saying? I'm about to shut it down. Right, it don't even sound right. He's not even making.
I see stuff and I act like I just.
Dude is not making no.
Even there, you know what I'm saying?
Type of sense. You know what I'm saying? Whatsoever, he's not making no sense.
The problem is some people, you know, explore it and try to take advantage of it.
That's why I keep saying he was down for the whole situation.
And it's a
he was down for it.
You know what I'm saying? So
bottom line, he was down for it. A person couldn't tell me no different. He was down for the get down. Believe that.
Of talking about certain facts that I really don't want to talk about.
Nah, he don't want to talk about certain facts.
I decided to then leave. And let me go to the studio, which is across, you know what I'm saying, from in the guest house, which is my comfortable space, and just continue to work on the album. We're in Miami now, you know what I'm saying? So I go over there, and 10 minutes later, Puff comes over with the camera crew.
This sound like one big relationship, though. You know what I'm saying? This sound like one big relationship.
You can read the lawsuit.
One big freak off.
About, you know, Puff laying out a couple of lines on the table.
Yeah, he was a part of the Diddy parties. He was around them.
I don't see the lines.
Now he gonna come out and play dumb.
This whole
man, he was getting down too.
Happens on Thanksgiving Day 2022. Before I get to, and again, you know,
I think he was his little boy toy.
Get too much into it, but we do want to have an understanding that these allegations are standing.
And they was in a house together,
like, you're not saying,
doing the whole,
because some people might be like, is this
when the world shut down.
Did he just throw out a bunch of shit? Did he make some stuff up? We don't gotta get into everything.
That was Diddy boy toy.
I need to make sure you're affirming that that's what you are still saying.
That was his boy toy / producer.
Okay.
I believe.
So everything that I said is true. It's 100% accurate. I'm not walking back on anything.
Okay. Let me ask you this question, and this question comes from after his trial. So the verdict that came down for Diddy, basically, if we interpret it in a layman's terms, the jury believes that, hey, listen, a lot
he sound like his feelings got hurt. He sound like a bitter boyfriend.
Lawsuit,
You know what I'm
Some
saying?
people, like me myself, I
He
said,
sound like a bitter boyfriend
you
that got
described
hurt in the
instances
long
where
run.
you felt you may have gotten drugged and you woke up in a bed next to beautiful women and you're like, what the hell happened?
He look like one of
Some
them
people might
dudes
be like,
that
man,
will
stop
have on a
playing.
leather
You were
vest
down with the fun.
with, you
You
know
knew
what I'm
what this
saying?
was. You were a producer.
Like a biker leather
This
vest.
was the production, fun, party house. Y'all all
Tight
take
as hell.
drugs. What would you say for the people?
For real,
who
he
say,
look like one of
Lil
them dudes
Rod,
that
he
have on a
knows
leather
all
vest
that
or
shit
something.
too?
I just tell him just wait. My trial is coming next.
His trial is coming next.
So
You hear this shit?
you've never
Y'all hear this?
asked to take
His
a
trial
drug,
coming
try
next.
a drug. You never asked to be in any of these situations that could be sexual in nature.
Listen.
Watch these lie. Watch this.
Weed smoker. You know what I'm saying? Sipping like you, that's my thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right, that's enough to get you going, buddy.
Big thing. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to knock what somebody else is doing, but that's not my thing, bro. I'm not a drug addict. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he had him behave. That was his play to it. He just said he ain't smoked weed. But then he just said, I smoked weed before. Basically, that's just how he said that. He basically saying he do smoke weed. It's just on the low. You got to catch me smoking weed. He just lied right then and there. He's, man, come on.
It's like a hard 2C, that's not my thing. You know what I'm saying?
Did you feel forced? Did you feel
Why is he about to be like, yep?
Basically saying, hey, listen, yo, Playboy, we all doing this shit, man. Come on, get down with the get down.
You know him, bro. He's a very, very influential guy, bro.
Yo, he has, see?
And
He can't even answer the question straight up.
We told him a little too much on the civil suit, and I'm saying just wait.
You see that? He can't even answer the question straight up.
You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
I can control what goes on in the courtroom that he just had.
Yeah, he did each and every one. Each and every one they had at the party, he got down with it. Bottom line, he got down with it.
That wasn't brought in the courtroom, I specifically know. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people.
Let me ask this question.
You know what I'm saying?
And I'm gonna ask you that.
He got down with it.
But again,
He definitely got down with it.
But I want to ask you
Definitely.
what you think other people thought.
Y'all know he
So
did.
when I read that incident about that happened the night of Thanksgiving, I'll reiterate. You don't have to comment on it. He alleges that they basically
Subscribe to the channel at TaeLucianoMEDIA.
People get lit, and
that's TaeLucianoMEDIA.
Which is you in a sexual way. And
I think
in a sexual way, start giving you fellatio.
75-80% of this, he's definitely lying.
And
that's how I feel about
the rejection, things happen. Now, what I wanted to ask you, not about that incident, but about everybody's state of mind, because it's also like within the trial we just seen, we're wondering why nobody stopped it.
Why nobody
Why
stopped
do you
it?
think Young Miami herself didn't be like? She brought her cousin there and be like, hey, cousin, you're a little bit out of it right now. Chill. Let's go back here. Diddy, who, if you said you left the main room to go into the studio to work and he comes over there, obviously I would believe to work. Why did he say, yo, she's distracted from what we here for? Yo, come on, y'all get out of here with that bullshit.
I think he's, man,
Why do you think no one
I think he just seen an opportunity to get some money, to put himself, to get himself in the algorithm. You know what I mean? And I think
he set it up to watch you.
It might be 50-50. I feel like,
it's so much, bro.
he wants some money.
It's so much.
He want to be compensated.
All right. So first of all, this, I don't even know her name. You know what I'm saying?
Now he don't remember names.
Yeah.
It's full of shit.
Came in, I was just saying hello. She didn't even really.
Now he don't remember names.
The way she came off as if my hello was trying to, yeah. But I'm just really saying hi. What people don't understand is, I typically don't mix business with pleasure.
Okay.
And
man, that's full of shit. I don't believe it.
Level of respect.
I don't believe it.
That my family has taught me. For example, I'm not trying to have sex in another man's house. Ooh. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to have sex in another man's property, whether it's a studio.
Man, I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
I like that.
can take her around the
I don't
corner to
believe
my
that.
hotel. I can go to my house. That's just how I am.
I
So,
don't believe that.
when this happened,
Because he said y'all was
Puff,
together the whole time.
Puff took me on Miami.
Puff took me to Miami.
Went to the
Now y'all hear that?
house.
He just
What
said Puff
happened
took him
was
to
she was
Miami.
sitting there
So that
the
means
whole
if
night
Puff took you
watching,
to
so she
Miami,
observed, it's like, damn. Okay,
the
he's
way
got
he
a weekend
describing
in his
everything,
room. He's
y'all
sitting in the
definitely
chair, Puff is acting
was in a
certain things,
relationship.
doing
They
that.
definitely was in a relationship. No doubt about it. They were in a relationship.
She said, I
Point
gotta
blank,
start
period.
choosing. She sees you moving, you hear, and then she's like, oh, he kind of one of them guys. He important. She trying to get on. She see her cousin over there. It's like the third. Okay, bet. I got it.
Now, but here's another thing that's left out.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not left out. But what happened was at this rate,
He said maybe it's not left out. Like he can't even get his story
we
down.
wasn't trying to get into nothing, but we was vibing cool. I got her number.
You were talking to another woman at this point.
Yeah.
So the honeys were in the building.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So at that rate, I'm like, all right, cool. Maybe I'll text her a couple of days later when we're gone and maybe take her out to lunch. You know what I'm saying? We can go from there. And so what happened was when Puff left with Young Miami to go in the house,
Man, he's lying.
I went in the bathroom. Meanwhile, there's hookah, there's drinks. Obviously, there's cocaine.
Yup, I knew it. I was about to say it. And he did some. He did some. And he did some.
I ain't trying to go on. I'm not trying to pick you up. I said what I said. I'm moving. You know what I'm saying?
County shit, man. No, she did. She said she do Tusi.
And he did some. That's the thing about it. He did some of those. You know what I'm saying? Some of that white girl.
I don't know what's going on. Basically, you said they were playing with their nose. They're playing with their nose. That's all you know. They're playing with their nose up in there. I bet. Hold on.
And he was part of the festivities too. He was a part of it. He was definitely part of the festivities. Get them likes up. Subscribe to the channel.
So I go into
TaeLucianoMEDIA.
So, you know, I got to pee.
Yeah.
Now, Puff door, I don't know why he don't have a lock on his door.
No locked doors, brother. No locked doors.
He ain't had no locks on the door.
The door in the house has a lock. This specific one don't have a lock. It's weird.
Okay.
There's so much about that story I could talk about.
Yeah.
Nigga bumped in on me one time I was taking a shit.
Who did it?
Huh?
Who Puff walked in while you taking a shit?
Yeah, I'm taking a shit, but this is like months down the line.
See, he could have left that out. I'm quite sure something happened after that. You see what I'm saying? Now he's trying to humiliate him and make it, you know, this is crazy.
Look at it.
I know you looked at like, you don't smell that blood? Like, come on, get out of here. Come on. Okay. All right, good.
Look, man,
Remember, they was in the house together
so
pretty much, I believe, the whole time during the,
I
you know what I mean?
I grab his hands.
Everything was shut down.
And I'm getting ready to come out. I open the door. As I'm trying to go out, I can't get out. She's pushing me back in.
So it's like that scene in Friday After Next when that
It sounded like it was some love triangle going on.
Oh,
That's what it sounded like.
and I'm also
This don't sound like a producer
you know what I'm saying?
trying to get at an executive. This sounds like a boyfriend, you know,
especially his
relationship.
woman's cousin.
Yeah, it's like, bro, let's take a step back.
Yeah.
Understand that I felt at the time that this album was going to be a game changer album. So I'm not going to let some girl vagina or anything else get in the way of what I deem to be real success.
Hold on though. How bad was she though? She looked like Young Miami? Keep it a bean. BBL?
It's like maybe 2 or 3 points under her. You know what I'm saying?
But she look good though.
But see, this is what I'm saying though. Like, he sound like a bitter
You smash it. Like if you're not in the work
boyfriend or something. Like, I don't know. Like, you know, like he's seeing an opportunity where he can. It's a money grab.
That's probably what made her more aggressive.
Like, I don't understand it.
Because I was so passive with it. Sometimes, you know, the girls like that when you just like
nonchalant. Like you're not on her body.
Yeah, so I ain't really paying her no attention no more.
Y'all get them likes up. Subscribe to the channel.
She pushes me in the bathroom, like my chest, like pushes me and holds the door closed. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. So I'm thinking maybe she want to talk.
Yeah.
First thing she do is sit down on the toilet, though. She peeing. I'm like, oh, this is crazy. So she don't even know that's a turn off to me. I'm sorry. I know couples sometimes do that thing. I like my own space. I want you to have your own space.
She's taking a full-on piss.
Yeah, she taking a full-on piss. So I'm trying to now still walk out. She pushed me again, pulled my pants down.
Man, this is
already,
crazy.
you know
Y'all hear this
She's
shit?
sitting down, so it's right there. That's enough, bro. We're not gonna talk about it anymore.
Damn.
That's enough, bro. We're not gonna talk about it anymore. You see what type of time he on? You see what I'm saying? Like, he just said that's enough, bro. We're not gonna talk about it no more.
I was able
Like, what type of,
to get out the
man?
bathroom. I sat on the couch, and you had people like the Fours, one of the engineers, and like maybe one or two more other guys who witnessed her on the couch, like how I'm sitting on the couch, was trying to undress me and fuck me right there on the couch.
What?
You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, guys. Hear this? Look.
She was trying to fuck me on the couch in front of the guys.
Do you think it's like whatever weird drugs that Diddy had there that make people just extra horny, or do you think these are just deviants? Like I ain't gonna lie, like a chick.
I think they all know what they're doing. I think they
I think you definitely knew what you was doing. I believe that he was getting down,
you know what I'm saying, all
with Diddy,
bisexual,
and it kind of
everybody knows it's like it's an unspoken thing. I didn't realize
that means he's bisexual.
So many times that what happened.
Come on, that means he's bisexual.
Set me up.
That means he's
not in necessarily.
You know what I'm saying? That means he's bisexual.
For example, I believe that Diddy wanted me to be with Dana Train, and this is
what?
Yeah, this is me feeling like recently, like after everything connected.
But you really did Dana Train though. You never met her.
Yeah.
Oh, now this baby mom. Stop it, bro. Stop it, bro. I read the law, so I ain't hearing anything.
Stop my kids, bro. I swear.
You think he was trying to get you to fuck his new baby moms?
Bro, listen.
Rodney Jones, stop playing with me, bro.
Bro, on the yacht, bro, my bedroom was right next to hers.
Yeah, but that's his team. That's his wifey.
Bro, he got all types of male niggas fucking all his girlfriends.
Ain't nobody was fucking no Dana Trans. Stop it, bro.
You see how you see all the shit that excuse me. You see all the stuff that he's saying about Diddy? You know what I'm saying? Ever since he's been like, man, this dude was down for the get down. How would he know all of that information? How?
Listen, I'm not saying.
How would he know that?
I gotta pull some Patron for this. Hold on now.
What's that?
That's that Patron. Yo, after reading your lawsuit, I started thinking they got that GHB up in the puffy juice, so I couldn't even rock with the Ciroc today. I had to go with I'm over. All right. So you're telling me you've been on the yacht?
Bro.
You've been on the yacht. Your room on the yacht next to Dana Tran, and you think that he had sex workers running trains on her. You don't think that? No, right?
I don't think that sex workers would run a train on her. I don't think that she was touched by anybody. I don't know.
But you said you think he was trying to set you up with her. Why? That's his type. That's his type. Why would he want you to fuck her? That's his type.
Watch this. I've never seen them kiss together. I've never seen them go up in the room together. Every night at 2 Star, he went up with whoever he's with, or he slept alone.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
I remember one day when I looked at
man, that's bullshit.
He said, "Yeah, it could be."
He's trying to pull himself out the situation. That's what it sounds like too. It sounds like he's trying to pull himself out the situation.
Here's some things that I felt like that was weird sometimes. Now, granted, she's a very, very beautiful woman. She is my type. All right, but again, I don't mix business with pleasures. And
she's a very beautiful woman. She is my type. Come on, champ.
I would never mess with another man's woman. You know what I'm saying? And so, with that being said, I thought it was weird sometimes. I'll be sitting like I was on the yacht playing the piano.
Subscribe to the channel at TaeLucianoMEDIA. That's TaeLucianoMEDIA. Get them likes up. Subscribe to the channel. Get them likes up. Get them likes up. Subscribe to the channel.
You had the baby already?
Yeah, she had the baby already.
Alright, she was trying to fuck you, bro. Like, you're telling me she has Diddy's baby and trying to fuck you? Come on,
bro. Listen, I'm not telling you that she was trying to fuck me.
But the energy, okay, you're saying the energy felt a little bit iffy.
Yeah, okay. And now what I'm saying is, after seeing...
See, he don't even know. He ain't even got his story down all the way packed. He said he's flipping around too much.
His production partner was somebody on the side with her. You know what I'm saying? I really don't want to bring in the baby. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to talk about this.
You got a lot of stimulations.
You fucked her up?
No, I didn't fuck. I didn't do
He
none of
lied
that.
like
But
a
I'm just saying,
motherfucker.
like,
Yeah, he did.
Puff is
Yeah, he
a
did.
marketing genius. You know what I'm saying? Everything he does is market. Love Records. He changed his name. Sean Love Jones. He had a baby.
Sean Love Jones.
Working.
Hold on. He said he changed his name to Sean Love Jones. Now that I definitely didn't even know about. So you mean to tell me he changed his name to Sean Love Jones? Like, this definitely had to be a serious relationship.
I'm sorry, he worked
It
on
had
the
to be a
album,
serious,
a
very serious
album. You know what I'm saying?
relationship.
Everything it was a marketing thing, and I just really feel like he didn't really have a baby because he was in love. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't the situation.
We pull out game type shit.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, we pull out game type shit. What a moments. Everybody have it.
Oh, bro. That was a marketing thing, bro.
You think he had a baby out for marketing?
I know he had a baby. It was a marketing thing, bro. Mm-hmm. Just look at the timeline. Go back and do your homework.
Did he ever treat Dana Trent like how he treated Young Miami?
You barely see Dana Trent and him together at all. You know what I'm saying? She's over there just with the baby. And that's
see what I'm saying? Yeah. It was different. He was slutting her out. He was, you know what I'm saying? He was slutting Young Miami out. You know what I'm saying? She's a freak.
Diddy said to you,
you know what I'm saying? So it was different. It was different. It was different. It was all the way different. It was different.
The house?
That was just one time.
So he consistently was saying that you could
get them likes up, subscribe to the channel. Get them likes up. Get them likes up, subscribe to the channel.
That's what he said in other times.
That's when I'm like stepping back and looking at what I already had and what I already know, and then seeing was what I didn't know. I'm like, oh man, he was also probably trying to groom me.
He did groom you. Why you see what I'm saying? He up here saying that he tried to groom you. He did groom him.
And it's probably how
he did groom him. It's not that he tried. He did groom him.
Again, this is not.
This is speculation. It's fine. We can say. So you're thinking that Diddy,
he did groom him. You're talking about he's trying to groom you. He groomed you, my man.
Go fuck her and be her companion over there.
Fuck is he talking about?
He knows it's gonna keep her in a certain way close enough to him, but also loyal to him. That he ain't got nothing to worry about. And he was potentially looking at you.
Correct.
He groomed them. He groomed them. They groomed each other.
One day, you woke up naked, dizzy, and confused.
No, he didn't. He knew what happened. They had a wild party that night. That's what it was.
This sound like
just typical hangover.
Having a two-bed. I ain't gonna lie to you.
See?
It said you woke up, it was two chicks and Diddy in the bed. It was you, a girl, and he had a girl. Like y'all was doing tag team switching.
No, they was tag teaming the girls and each other. It was a freak off night. Let's be clear about the whole situation. It was a freak off night. Bottom line. He know what it is. He know what it was. He's trying to act brand new. For whatever reason, he's trying to act brand new. Come on now. That's why he laughing about it. He know what went on that night.
Like that a regular thing, and how
he like a little cherry on top.
Those sexual encounters.
He like a little cherry on top. Like a little cherry on top.
Try.
But you're saying that did happen though, right?
Yes.
Everything that I said that's inside of that lawsuit happened, bro.
See?
I do have one question. Yeah, you could
he was part of the freak off.
I read the lawsuit.
See, none of this is really making sense at the end of the day. None of it makes sense at the end of the day. He was having freak offs with Diddy.
Everything in the lawsuit was vetted by Tyler,
he was with him.
Right?
Right.
He's basically saying
pictures of the women laying
two things at once.
And I said, that's what girls would do, or if a guy was doing it, that's to tell your niggas like, yo, I was fucking these bad bitches last night. If those were non-consensual moments for you, why did
he's lying? It was consensual,
bro. If you waking up, and again, this is lawsuit, bro.
No, I'm just trying to get you.
He had a little bit of baby oil, a little bit of Astroglide. You know what I mean? And now he's trying to flip it around and act like it never happened. Or act like he was drugged of some sort. He was already down for the freak offs. He knew this from day one. He knew that from the very first day that how Diddy got give it up.
All you remember, you were here, but now you're here, and all this is surrounding you. You may capture that moment just so you don't forget this, because you may end up here too and forget that as well. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so you were just memorializing it. You were just documenting.
I'm not saying
he was down for the. He was down for the count. He was down for it all.
You know what I'm saying?
He knew what it was. Get them likes up, man.
Extravagant.
Get them likes up. Subscribe to the channel.
All these things sound in a lawsuit, but you gotta also understand, like, bro, these are the type of actions when you're working for somebody who's essentially a gatekeeper in the music industry, bro.
Did you feel scared?
I'm sorry?
Did you feel scared to speak up at that time? Because, you never went to the police.
Bro, what we're not talking about is I had to relocate. I haven't used a phone since before I filed a lawsuit. And if I went places, I had to take security. We're not talking about my kids being threatened, my baby mom being followed, my management being followed.
Wait, baby mama being followed.
Been filed?
Damn.
Yeah.
Is this before Diddy was incarcerated or after? There's no way, because
still after. My manager says that.
Do y'all think he's lying or telling the truth?
Or people like following him the whole 9 yards. And so,
do y'all think Little Rod is lying or telling the truth?
I didn't talk to nobody, and I just went ghost. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And during that time, I couldn't even see my kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, we're not talking about that. We're not talking about the fact that it took four therapists just to bring me to. We laughing about this right now. You know what I'm saying? And the truth is, some of the stuff the reason why it's probably easy for me to laugh about some of this right now is because my therapist, have been making me focus on only positive things and not to think about negative. Told me to stop thinking or rehashing all those things that happened or anything with the case, or stop watching social media, try to stay off it as much. I'm really not on it as much and active as I used to be. You know what I'm saying? And all these things, because there were times where I was ready to check out.
Damn, he said he was ready to check
out. I was ready to check out, bro. Like,
damn. Did he have him all? Did he have him up under a lot of stress? I see.
I thought Puff did it, because it seemed like. No, I'm not even giving a joke. Wait, are you genuinely afraid of Puff? Either
he afraid of Puff. Hell yeah, he is.
Many people who are victims, they wrote letters to try to keep him in jail.
He afraid of Puff. I believe he afraid of him.
You kind of like walking on pins.
Puff got his ass scared as hell.
Off. I'm watching it. You mentioned that you hear about other incidents. You don't want to, like, obviously you want to keep your job, but you don't want to get hurt. Were you scared of Sean P. Diddy?
Yes, I was.
Absolutely.
See? He said he was scared of him.
Very much. I've written songs about him.
And this was his boyfriend, dog. This was his boyfriend. This was his boyfriend. There's no way. He just said he written songs about him. That's a love affair.
You know what I'm saying? Type of shit. But the reality is,
that's a love affair.
Guy, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's a love affair.
He's experienced and connected with so many people who know somebody who knows this. And he's been doing this shit for over 3 decades, bro. He's a powerful guy, bro. How the hell did he flip somebody on my team? You know what I'm saying?
Did you, like, even watching everything that's happening now, are you worried that, he didn't get found guilty of a RICO? By the way, I believe you were the first person who alleged a civil racketeering enterprise.
But niggas want to file a civil suit.
Essentially, he could be out in a year or two. Is that the reason why you even went to rehab? Because you were scared. I wonder, why did you go to rehab?
Yeah, bro.
Because he couldn't.
There's too many nights, too many dreams that I would be looking right out that back window or that back door. I just felt like, and I practiced.
He was scared as
I
hell.
just felt like Fahim was out there with a sniper.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Who's Fahim? You gotta break because he didn't show up to trial. Who's
He's telling it all.
Showed up the last 3 or 4 days.
He did show up.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man, go look at it. He's a black guy walking around out like it was nothing. I'm like, yo, the level of confidence is crazy.
Wait, Fahim was at trial?
He was there, bro, and I'm like, why is he not? He was there just yesterday.
Really?
He was there yesterday and the day before.
How you know this? Were you there? You weren't there.
Bro, it's all over the news, bro. Just pull up any footage of the kids walking out, walking the family. And I'm just like, yo, the audacity is just like strong. Meanwhile, KK is, where's she at? You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so could you give us the breakdown of your deals with KK? We've heard so much about her. We hear that she's a Ghislaine Maxwell to Diddy's Jeffrey Epstein.
Damn, that's crazy.
We hear she's a chief of staff.
It was a crazy situation, straight up.
And help everything go down. And
the saga of Diddy continues.
Without either her approval or her being right next to
like I said, though,
what was your
think about it
with KK, which is
he definitely was down with the get down.
What was
Bottom line.
She was posing as the chief of staff, but she was so much more. It's all of those that you just said.
You think Diddy was fucking? That was always the thought. Supposedly she lives in the house with him. They testified that she lives in the house with him.
I think he fucked her, but Diddy like his women to be perfect, and she got this scar on her nose, and and the fact that it's not fixed tells me, well, you know, he's not fucking her, but he fucked her for the sake of having the power over her. You know what I'm saying?
It's one of the ones you like fuck like every 6 months actually. You just gotta the reminder dick, you know? Like just give it a reminder dick to keep on the spot. The reminder dick.
Look,
you know?
they laughing about it.
Everywhere he went, she was there.
Yeah.
She everywhere.
Do you feel like she was had an undying loyalty towards him?
Yeah, so for example, like, which is weird to me, on the yacht.
She's on the yacht too?
Yeah. I had a room, she had a room, the twins had a room, and the other Chan stayed in with her mother, and Dana had a room. And
what about in Miami?
She stayed in the room with him.
Oh, so Dana was like
the kids stayed off the boat. They stayed somewhere. I'm like, why am I privy to be on this motherfucking boat?
Yeah. You couldn't bring a girl. You couldn't bring a girl like that.
I can have, bro. I could have had anybody I wanted to come onto the yacht.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm still looking at it like, why do I have a room on this yacht?
Maybe he looks at you as a guy to make music.
Man, all of this, he knows something.
One-stop production, as you would say, right?
Okay. I'm a one-stop shop for sure, but I'm just saying. The point is, like,
he knew what was up. That's a bunch of bullshit, I feel like.
It wouldn't have took us no more than 15 minutes to get to. It could be quick. It could be 5-10 minutes, just to, you know, depending on how fast you move, bro. So I don't think that it was necessary for me to have to stay on. Now, granted, I was grateful to be on it, but now just looking back, it's like, damn, you look back. And be clear, Tyrone was the one who made me look back and see everything different, bro. He took things with he looked at things with a different eye, and you know it's very.
It wasn't your therapist; it was your lawyer.
Listen, I'm talking about Tyrone made me look back at everything that happened from a day to day, which is how we came up with this lawsuit. Because you know I don't live in the legal realm knowing that if you do this or do that, this is illegal, you do that. You know, we know some things, obviously, like, you know, if you punch somebody, you know, you can go to jail for that. That's assault. But it's a lot of things I don't know. So I went with him from day one. All right, this is what happened, this is what happened, this is what happened, this is what happened, this is what happened. He's like, you have a lawsuit. This is a different lawsuit.
Hey, as we speak about that, in the lawsuit, as I read it, you open yourself up to some criminal exposure. And then I do want to talk about you meeting with the feds, because here's the thing. You basically admitted that you were soliciting prostitutes, or basically prostitutes, at Booby Trap for Diddy. right? Like under his direction, but you went there, said we got some bread for y'all. Y'all come back.
Anything that's mentioned in the lawsuit is what they call an admission of guilt.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And so when I sat down and with the feds to talk about that,
let's set the stage. How did the feds contact you? Did they show up to your door? Did they tell your lawyer? How did that initial thing happen? And through your publicist, I heard you met with them 5 times. Detail this entire process for me.
Yeah, so they reach out to the attorney. You know what I'm saying? And then, of course, we set up a time and a place. And that day, the time and the place, was, for example, was supposed to be maybe a Tuesday for 4 hours. And that went on from a full day Tuesday, a full day Wednesday, a full day Thursday, and a full day Friday. You know what I'm saying? And it was just because it was so much that they had to go through.
Were you clear with what they were trying to get? Like, because, you know, we've now known that they were trying to at least proceed with an investigation, but what they used you for was the substance of a affidavit and an application for a search warrant, which did get granted, which they in fact did do a raid and a search on 2 Star Islands. You know that that's what they were trying to do. Were they asking you certain questions like, bro, but where the fuck is the baby oil though? Not school. What question? Like, yo, bro, fuck what you talking about. We don't want to know where the piano's at. Where the Astroglide at, gang? What were they asking you, bro? We gotta figure it out.
Well, here's the thing. It is illegal. But let me take a different approach.
Come on, man. You gotta give it up, bro, man. You a big act, man. Come on, man. Pause. You gotta. Come on, man. What the fuck were they asking you, man? You gotta double down. You told me you're gonna double down. Don't start backtracking now. We not talking about the case. We talking about the fair shit now.
They pretty much asked me about everything within the scope of the lawsuit, but while I'm in agreement, I had to just give him everything else, especially if my hand was in some things unknowingly that I could be incriminated. It's like, bro, you got one chance now to tell everything.
Did they give you any immunity?
Yeah, I had immunity for whatever
you told in that session. It was a proper
admission of guilt. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Admission of guilt was like, bang, bang, bang. Look, this is what happened. This is what happened. This is what happened.
So you either possessing drugs or whatever. Like you're clear for that as long as you admit that. Hey, I was doing it for him, and you told them, and you were truthful then.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Did you tell them where the baby oil was, bro? Be honest.
Listen, I told them everything.
So you knew where the baby oil was stored.
Bro, baby oil is just a small piece of everything else that never seen a day of light in court.
So tell me what you told them. You told me the guns is at.
Was it there?
It was. They got it. So did you tell them?
Did I tell them about the drug mule? I told them about the fanny pack.
Okay, but did you tell them location? Because again, I have seen all the exhibits. They found.
I took a piece of paper.
Yes. You drew it.
I drew out every outline of the house where everything you could think of is.
You did like Picasso, man. This nigga's on some shit, man. This nigga said, yo, hold on. Right here, you go up in here, that's Justin's room. He ain't got shit going on in there. He just watching LeBron all day. You go in the other room, that's where the baby oil's at.
Let me ask you something, bro. Put yourself in Diddy's shoes.
Yeah.
What would he be doing? If he was me in that room with them, what would he be doing?
He be telling the truth. He be telling the truth.
Right. So understand, bro, like, my fight with him was already unbalanced. You know what I'm saying? It was already unbalanced. Listen, be clear, bro. Like, I grew up in church, but I also grew up in the hood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I've never sat down in front. Listen, I got friends that's police, etc., but I don't really rock with the popos. I've been a victim my life, all my life, of the police is targeting me in any type of way. You know what I'm saying? So this here had to be done, bro. It had to be done, bro.
Did you know where, for example, the locations of where Diddy used to store drugs? And you mentioned like Tusi, you knew where those would normally be in the house.
Bro, if you went to his house right now, let's just say all this wasn't happening.
All right, so if I go to Star Island, where could I get to the Tusi draw? Where?
If you go to his house, they're gonna ask you what are you here for.
I'm here to make some music.
If I go to his house,
okay,
they're gonna buzz me in. Okay. And if you come to the house and you standing outside, I'm gonna say yes, he's cool. Let academics in.
Oh, so you have access.
That's the type of access that I had in that house. All of the houses, all the properties, bro. You know what I'm saying? So while Stevie J wants to say, oh, he's just an engineer. No, bro. Far from an engineer. He introduced me as his production partner. You know what I'm saying?
Not gonna lie to you, I did speak to him, and I don't know if he's come on record and say it. I spoke to Brendan Paul. He said Lil Rod snitched on me. He said basically he was doing his thing. He was a former basketball player. He said, why the hell, if Diddy owe you money, why are you bringing up his name, talking about he carried the drugs? He said you a snitch. What do you say to him?
I'm gonna bring him on the show. We'll talk about
it. What's your relationship with him, or was it your relationship with him? Because you labeled him as a drug mule. The government tried to use him as a drug mule in the trial.
My first day meeting him, he fired himself. He didn't know it, but I saved him. He did something like got into it with one of the camera guys who was there much longer. He was a young guy, so he don't know what he said. It was very, very disrespectful, and he was getting ready to go get fired. And I stepped in, and I settled it down. You know what I'm saying? And what happened was, as time, because speaking of him, like, he was a plant. That's what people, he's not going to tell you that. His manager was some type of connection to Diddy, and once I get it, the same managers, I don't want them coming at me, bro. I ain't got that type of security, but anyway, some managers put Brandon Paul in there.
Oh, you think he was a plant?
He was for sure a plant.
So you don't believe
Brandon told him himself. You know what I'm saying? So he's a plant. He put him in there.
So why would you think you snitched on him then?
Bro, because that's what they're gonna call it when you're sitting across talking to the state or the government. They're gonna call it a snitch. But again, look.
Do you think you could have left his name out of it? Because I think he was just saying like, yo, if you got a problem with Puff, why are you gonna randomly bring up that I got all the Tusi and I got the pills and I got the fanny pack?
The reality is, if he was in that situation, he'd been doing it too.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Look, let's talk about that. Brandon Paul testified, but also, I've never seen anybody plead guilty so fast to a case.
You think he's snitching?
He's snitched.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
You feel me?
Nah, he did. His case got resolved mad quick.
I'm just the type of person to get somewhere before people. If I realize this is what it's going to be, then you know what? Go ahead. I shielded a lot of people. I didn't tell or talk about a lot of other things, bro.
Hey, why do you think Young Miami ain't show up to that goddamn trial, man?
Because he's guilty.
If they approached you, Young Miami up in them free calls. Do you think Young Miami was in a free call? This is your opinion. This is not. It's not.
Listen,
she mentioned getting peed on. Do you think that, again, when I mean free calls, do you think Diddy would have other either sex worker or men penetrate?
Yes.
Yes.
Really?
Even he said it. Bro, even he just said it.
Look, man.
Carisha not on that. Real ass niggas give a fuck about a nigga.
Look, allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. Yeah. That's the good word. Yeah.
Allegedly, in the book, I seen him with Diddy, Young Miami, and Justin, and another girl sleep in the same room all night.
Wait, hold on. All right, hold on, Tommy. You said you seen who and what?
Yeah, Justin. This is not the first time.
No, wait. Brady, you said on the yacht, you seen who was in the room?
Diddy, Justin, Young Miami, and another girl. It might have been two more other girls as well.
So Diddy, there was running the father, like, there was running a LeBron and Bronny play. Oh, shit.
All the time, bro.
So you think Diddy was throwing Young Miami to Justin? Yo, hold on, Just. Damn. Holy shit.
Yeah. So,
look how happy he is. Look how happy he sounds. He happy to hear this shit.
Maybe it was Lori Harvey.
This is probably the most action he done heard his whole life. Act lame, man.
with your own 2 eyes, allegedly, big word, allegedly, you allegedly saw in the same room Diddy, Young Miami, Justin Combs, another woman. It was another.
But he's spilling all the beans,
I
though.
think he said maybe 2 more other women.
I think it was 2 women besides. In fact, I'm almost 100% sure.
That's called a handicap match, man. It's a 2-on-3. You know what I'm saying? It's 2 niggas and 3 chicks. Holy, it's getting busy in there.
Holy.
Girls, it's not like I've seen them all.
Man, that shit crazy.
I may have seen them like twice. One girl in particular for sure, but I can't remember if I allegedly seen her.
If I allegedly.
I do know I seen.
See what the type of shit, y'all? If I allegedly.
I'm kissing on the eye, just, you know what I'm saying? Like booed up a little bit.
He was booed up. What the fuck?
And watch.
I believe dude was booed up too. I'm not gonna lie.
They were having a freak off the night before, or maybe a family slumber party. It might be a slumber party, brother. It might be a slumber party. You know what I mean? Roasting s'mores. You might be, huh?
Hey, bro, alcohol and loud music, bro. Y'all going in this room at 2, 3 in the morning, coming out the next day 2, 3 in the afternoon. You do the math, allegedly.
Damn.
What type of drugs? Like Tylenol type shit? Like, what we talking about? Nah, I don't know what's going on.
Move on to the next question.
I think that when the feds did the raid, they really wanted to find the volume of tapes that would probably involve freak-off tapes. In your lawsuit, you spoke about tech guys and people who would be involved in maintaining technology and who might oversee his security system. Did the feds ask you, brother, where could we find the freak-off tapes? Tell us where to find it. Where's the room? Where's the control center for the freak-off show?
Bro, listen, I had so many, so many freak offs on a hard drive Puff gave me that I didn't even know I had, bro.
Nigga, what?
God damn.
Hold on.
And he was watching all of them.
You had videos of freak offs.
And he was watching every last one of them.
Listen, they got a copy of everything I had.
Why would Puff give you a video of a freak off?
Bro, who knows?
He was that loose, pause, and like just lax with how he was moving.
Why would Puff grab my phone and start video recording himself? You know what I'm saying?
Because y'all was in a relationship.
So
That's why.
Like, who knows, bro? I'm not in this man's head. He's done a lot of things, and we all trying to figure out, like, why would he do that? You know what I'm saying? I don't know, bro.
Wow.
Look at this.
Man, he know why.
Oh,
He
shit.
was randomly grabbing my phone and just started recording.
That's your phone. He just grabbed it.
That's my phone, bro.
Maybe he was flirting with you. Do you think he I think he's bisexual. Do you think he has some attraction to you? Be honest, brother.
Man, they was dating.
Yeah, but I'm saying I'm not sure what angle you trying to go right
now. No. I said attraction. The next question I was gonna say is
I don't think it's nothing that he's not attracted to. I think he's attracted to having the power.
Okay.
I think he's attracted to controlling everything that's happening and going on at all times. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think he overtly tried you, and in those moments, how did you take that? Did you like this nigga knock it off, or how did those kind of manifest?
Man, he knew what was up. This is crazy.
Let's get outside the
Okay.
Let's get outside the civil suit, bro.
Hey, hold on.
You gotta understand, bro. They've tried everything. They've tried everything in the world to stop all of this from seeing the light, from stopping my suit. They've been attacking my attorney. You know what I'm saying? The mob is on him. Joe, whatever his name is, Fat Joe's attorney, Joe, whatever. Like this whole thing with him mowing down the line, the process server.
What happened with that?
He didn't even hit him. I was on the phone with him. So I was on FaceTime with him when it went down. And it went like this. It looked as if whoever this person was either trying to mug him or whatever, jumping all in his car while he's already moving. We got the videotape. You know what I'm saying? So the reality is, listen, while people are looking at Tyrone like whatever type of attorney, understand this, that most attorneys are they're not moving with integrity and everything's about money for them, and they don't really have what it takes to fight this type of fight. Tyrone is a hero. He's taking on a lot of cases pro bono that most people won't take. And he's fighting a fight that he's never fought before. So there are going to be some mistakes in his fight. And sometimes...
Did he take on your case for free?
That's not free. It's pro bono. I mean, later on...
Okay, so if I get some money, I'll bust it down. But you have never paid him, right?
Right. That type of case, you got to take this case on if you believe that this is a real case.
If you believe that it's an easy lick, right?
Not an easy lick, bro. Ain't nothing easy in this world, bro.
Hey,
it's a fight. And when we talking about Diddy, bro, ain't nothing just going to be... He's not no weak guy, bro.
Okay, so Vanna in the criminal case, she said that there was details in her civil suit against Diddy that she claimed Tyrone told her to put in there. Is everything in your civil case 100% from you, or did he influence you or tell you to spice some things up?
Everything is 100% from me.
From your experience and from your knowledge.
Yeah, listen. What I'm hearing is that it's a possibility, allegedly, that Puff got to her. You know what I'm saying? I feel. Yeah, but listen, I feel with the jurors.
TaeLuciano. TaeLuciano, man. TaeLuciano.
I've been around Puff for so long, bro. I played 13 inches. No one ever said
Luciano.
I know how to just watch and learn, bro. And I can
get them likes up. Subscribe to the channel at TaeLucianoMEDIA. TaeLucianoMEDIA definitely will be going live. My last live done tremendously. Numbers is, you can definitely go check that out. 6-hour live. You know what I mean? So most definitely thank you for tapping in.
He moves like he's the Frank Lucas, or he moves like he's this mob gangster. You know what I'm saying? And that's what he patted himself after big gangsters like that, bro. He just moves a certain way, which is why you gotta be careful, bro, because you never know if your sister that he done paid the turn on you. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
That's just how he moves. I've seen too many things, bro, and I know how he moves.
Hey, and again, I know I know it
sounds like a reach. Everything sounds crazy, but y'all gotta understand, bro. Y'all wouldn't even know he was dealing with Jane Doe. Had not I told y'all.
Wait, you didn't say that? You the first.
I'm the first person. It came out.
Oh shit! Oh, damn! You said he bragged about having several women on a monthly stipend. The woman who received these payments are Carisha, Jay.
Wait, slow down.
Yeah.
Who?
Carisha, Young Miami.
Right. Is she getting money from him?
I mean, she got a car. She got a few items. I don't know if she was getting a monthly stipend though. But
you can Google it. Come up. She was mad about her only receiving $200,000 a month.
She was getting $200,000 a month.
Bro, Google it, bro.
Being so passionate about the craft, I don't know how to do it any other way.
The Clips, they album about to drop this month.
It's not
I think like next week.
How long it took. This wasn't gonna happen. So the fact that it's happening is a gift.
What's up, y'all?
It's good.
Man, I think it's been, what, like 2012 maybe?
2012.
13, 12? We really started kicking it?
I would say, but I mean, you know, are we in the club?
Before that, right?
Okay, yeah.
I know, right? So that's like 08, 07. Yeah, because you was in the club with us.
Yeah.
Before we started really working together.
For sure.
Yeah.
The Clips is back.
That's like 15.
Malice,
That's like 15
Pusha T.
I'm humbled to be.
For real, they all back working together.
But like, I finished college, started grad school, it was like, early 2000s, 02. and, you know, put in the clips, right? I'm in Chicago, and I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with my life, right? And it's in the intro hits, and it talks about, you know, I tried to do it this way, but this 9 to 5 just might not be life for me. And like the spirit of the album, it has such an impact on me.
I think that's a good parallel to draw, because I feel like that's always been what the Clips has been about, just making aspirational music. Whatever it is that you're into and whatever it is that you're hustling to get, it's not so center focused on just drugs and illegal whatever. It's for everybody. It's for everybody's hustle. It's everybody's motivation. It's everybody's aspiration. You know, just to hear you talk about it, like, man, you know, you're in Chicago and you figuring it out, and you with people from
Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel at TaeLucianoMEDIA.
The energy that's like, man, that's like what we try to hit. A lot of people chase content. We chase a feeling.
The album, Let God Sort Him Out, is also just kind of like, I take it as like, God, I'm gonna do what I'm called to do, and you're responsible for how it's received, where it goes, and I'm trusting that whoever needs to hear it, see it, they will, and like, my work is done.
Right.
But
subscribe to the channel at TaeLucianoMEDIA. That's TaeLucianoMEDIA. Subscribe to the channel.
Yeah, for sure.
But no, I mean, it is like sports, right? Because it's like I'm coming from a competition too. Competition of I want to kill the game, but I'm also coming, you know, I'm trying to be obedient to the call in my life. Those things, you know, we're 3 in 1. All of that has to work together. You know, some of your humanity, your spirituality, the way you think about things. I think what I do appreciate is that it's been buzzing for over a year, right?
Yeah.
And not to make this about me, but just to draw a parallel, it's like I'm not putting a collection out till it's ready. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make something that transcends time. You know what I mean? That's good, whether it came out 2 years ago, whether it comes out 5 years from now. I'm just I want this to be what it was intended to be. How much of that, in terms of not feeling rushed or just making sure that it was right, how much of that went into it? And
I'm just personally thankful for our fans, you know, and people that have followed the Clips and been sticking with us all this time and following Pusha in his solo work. I think it's also a good perspective that the fans understand that this wasn't gonna happen. So the fact that it's happening is a gift. You know,
whatever they can take it.
so it's not so much about, you know, how long it took. It's the fact that it, you know, Lord willing, it's coming out and we're gonna give it to the people. So, you know, it's a gift.
How would you describe like the sound?
Urgent.
Urgent.
Scary.
Urgent. You know, sophisticated urgency. It's a deep dive on the perspective of the Clips right now. A perspective on life and just how we view it. Perspective on the game, music, and how we feel about it. Also, just the idea of what hip hop means to us, in a sense of like, man, this is a competitive game, and we actually live it. You know, we always try to show and showcase that, being fundamentalists. You know what I'm saying, with the word, and showing that this is timeless.
Yeah.
What we do is timeless.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
It's crazy you say urgent, because it's like anticipation, right? Again, whether it happened a year ago or right now, it's still urgent. You know what I mean? Like the spirit of it doesn't change.
Right.
You know, and the urgency in it is based on a different timing.
I think that's why we never rush.
Yeah.
Like, we never rush. We never make extra songs. It's because we know exactly what it is that we're making every time. So
Subscribe
it's
to the channel.
you never hear throwaways. You never hear like, oh, what was this from?
Yeah.
You know, not in dealing with the Clips project at all, ever. The point is, it's very intentional.
So you know your why.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I feel the
right.
same way. Like I sit to do a collection and I know why I'm doing it.
Right.
Yeah.
Like at a baseline.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to say anything beyond
Right.
what
No fluff.
I feel convicted to say in this moment.
Right. People need to understand that too. Like, that's a parallel in fashion and music, that if you know what it is that you're looking for, you won't be satisfied until you find it. You know what I'm saying? So we're not satisfied in the music until we find it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We won't be satisfied. You won't be satisfied until you actually find what it is and you execute. It takes a minute when you're an artist to execute.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To make timeless.
Yeah.
When you're an artist. When you're an artist.
When you're an artist.
When you're an artist. That's what, you know. And I think our fans have they grow impatient, but they definitely understand. Like, yo, we know what we're gonna get from y'all. We know what we're gonna get.
Yeah, and they don't want it unless y'all know it's right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's,
They can count on it. They can count on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Count on what we do. What we got here?
Man, this is a civil collection. We sold it in Paris or in Milan in November.
Okay.
We're getting ready to shoot the campaign tomorrow. So we're going to market. It's coming out in a few weeks. But yeah, how'd you enjoy the Met, man?
I loved it.
Yeah?
I loved it.
Yeah, we got there super late.
I loved it, man. Wait, but you saw the performance and everything.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
That was
no,
cool.
I thought it was crazy.
Yeah, your fit was insane.
Crazy. Thank you, man.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Thank you. I was a knife.
Black excellence, man.
Yeah.
I was happy to be in that room, man.
Yeah.
And y'all been doing this for a minute. Like, ever since y'all came out, I feel like, you know, fashion has just been like an extension of what you guys do. Is it just synonymously to you, like almost one and the same, just like an extension of the same conversation?
I would say so, man. When we think about like our favorite rap artists, it wasn't that they just always rap good. It was like they was fresh. You know, they had the jewelry, they had the haircut, they had the, you know, the swag, whatever it was. So I feel like that's a criteria that we've always put.
Four Extra is currently in surgery, and his life would never be the same after today. As a podcaster, your lore makes or breaks you. We all have our thing that we're known for as a podcaster. I'm known to have a stutter and to not be really fond of gangbangers. That's just what I'm known for. Four Extra got his first big break into podcasting when he went on Kim Capone and No Jumper, and he talked about how great he is at knocking people out. He talked about the prison phase, talked about how he's respected. And when you did your research or your background check on Four Extra, you found out that he's not lying about much. When you ask other gang members or other people who are in the streets of LA, the same level of respect they have for Four Extra is very consistent with how he speaks about himself.
What's the most amount of fades you had to run back to back to back to back?
I got 10 fades one time.
Damn.
I caught 10 fades one time. Another time, I got 9 fades.
You gotta be tired as hell by the end of that shit.
Oh, hell no. No.
You ain't tired after 10 fades?
No, hell no. I'm tripping.
After 10 fades?
I'm tripping. I'm off the back. I'm tripping regardless. I'm off the back.
Off the back, I'm tripping.
I'm coming in there looking for one. So, no, hell no. I hit them up. I caught 10 fades one. I went into the Maggio on the 4,000 floor. I got 10 fades off the back. Went up in there. I told him, like, where you from? Oh, man. I'm like, how many of y'all in here? Well, bring them all. Brought 10.
Bring them all.
Got 10 fades like the back.
Four Extra's rise in popularity and in podcasting is accredited to basic human psychology. Four Extra represents our innate nature. Before we were a modern society, before we had weapons, before people had things to protect themselves, the people who set the laws, the people who opinion mattered or hold weight, are the people who could beat up everyone. Because there are no weapons. So if you could beat up everyone, then your opinion inherently matters. That's why Four Extra became an authority in a lot. If you can catch 10 fades back to back and beat up everybody, bro, without breaking a sweat, then your opinion matters, okay? You are an authority in street culture. There's been a lot of suitors who try to replicate what Four Extra did or come for his throne. but it didn't really work out for them all that well because 4 Extra come across as genuine and authentic. Dudes like this come across as super liars. Like, they will tell stories too about how they ran phase back to back or 20 phase, but their story came across as just super cap and super lies. And then when you do research on them, nobody can really vouch for them. A lot of people have tried to dethrone 4 Extra to be the new authority. It hasn't worked out for them at all. He still managed to maintain his throne. But what happened earlier today will serve to be the biggest threat for 4 Extra's throne. If the lore is predicated on being indestructible, then what happens to the authority when people spot a weakness? Will the authority still be the same? Will they still respect the opinion and value the opinion the same if they no longer believe you're indestructible? That still has yet to be seen. But what took place earlier today is a direct risk and threat to everything that 4 Extra has ever worked for. 4 Extra nightmare of a day began about 6 or 7 hours ago when 4 Extra went fireworks shopping.
Vernon Avenue, you know, then you know. Oh, Vernon Avenue, if you know, then you know. Oh, Vernon Avenue, if you know, then you know. Oh, Vernon Avenue, if you know, then you know. If you know, then you know. I'm about to blow somebody else up tonight. I'm about to blow somebody else up. I'm gonna throw this mother. I'm gonna blow somebody else. You see this mother? Oh, I'm throwing it.
Music video, outside chilling, throwing hand kicks. He was having a great old time. At the same time 4 Extra was enjoying his day, his new arch nemesis, his new top op, 607 Unk, was in the park doing some ceremony of some sort. Whatever this ceremony was, whether or not it was a sacrifice to the gods or voodoo or whatever it was, he was working really hard. He was literally sweating, straining himself.
He like an ape and a monkey.
That he was taking really seriously.
You see his
and
forehead?
It was bizarre because it was out the
That's
blue.
unhuman.
And he really wasn't saying anything. He was just documenting the sacrifice and the journey. He even brought a sacrifice to the gods. Whatever this was, whatever this ceremony was, it was a battle. Bro was in the park meditating, hamdulillahi, yo, he really wants to get this done, and he's trying to get this done as quick as possible. That's the only way, or the only reason why I would think a man will be in the park meditating, running for his life, sweating, doing certain things that feels or looks like it's some type of urgency to
Man,
whatever
what's up with dog? He look crazy as hell.
and like he will also show something that will look like a snack or a food, but when you really look at it, no, this is
fruit.
Like, this is fruits. Like, in the Bible, when they try to bring an offering to God, what they bring fruits. Some bring animals, but a poor man bring fruits. Now, I don't think this is a snack because they're all unopened. Some short time after 607
it could be a snack. You just used to cookies and chips.
There was a 911
Fat boy
simultaneously happening in LA.
So I don't think it's a snack because it's not open.
Unit and supervisor reporting third in Vermont.
Can I get an RA for a male, approximately 30 years of age, causes of breathing, below the sound for the fireworks?
399 repeat.
And then location.
Sure, they were sure they were after these regular request. 331 Roger.
Causes of breathing, just below his right hand with a firework. 360 also,
Fireworks. And apparently didn't see anything right now. Now, there was another person there, it's been confirmed now, that got half their face blown off. Now, the fireworks are illegal in California. So,
That's crazy.
free Diddy or not?
I can't add on with that. I'm like, that pop on back with 100 opinions. I'm here with.
Hey, man, is it free Diddy or not? Go on. Yeah.
Listen, I don't want nobody to go to prison. You know what I'm saying? Because I did a lot of time.
Free Diddy. Free Diddy or not? How y'all feel about it? Y'all want to see Diddy free?
Free him.
Okay. Is it free Diddy or not?
Listen, if he's guilty for anything, I can't ride with him. But you can't take away what he did. He is who he is. But nah, I can't. If it's true, nah. But if it isn't, I'm down.
Okay. So you don't have an opinion on that right now?
Only time I say no Diddy's when some said that I can't agree with. Other than that, I'm rocking with Diddy.
All right. Is it free Diddy or not?
Y'all want to see Diddy free? Y'all, would y'all want to see Diddy free? You know what I'm saying? Would y'all want to see Diddy get out and, you know, possibly start his life over? How would y'all feel about Diddy getting out?
Free Diddy, man. Them shits, they know what the fuck he was doing, you know what I'm saying? Cassie was with it, they was all with it. Now she got fucked up, you know what I'm saying? Bag out, she got her bag. And actually, Cassie didn't even think they was gonna fall for the trial. You thought shit was some whole other shit, right? At the white parties and this shit talking about hotel, get the fuck out of here, you know what I'm saying? Don't do that, you know what I'm saying? Just don't be doing that shit. He come home, don't do that, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, if whatever you was doing before, bro, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, don't be doing that no more. Is it free Diddy or not?
Free Diddy. Pause.
Is it free Diddy or not?
Free pop.
Free pop. Okay. Is it free Diddy or not?
Absolutely not. It's not gonna do that. You don't need to stay there, you heard? That's nasty. No.
So you. Not the last.
Free Diddy or not?
Is it free Diddy or not?
Is it who?
Free Diddy or not?
I don't know. Put that under the jail. Please. Put him under the jail.
Is it free Diddy or not?
Free Diddy. Why not?
Mr. Cheeks.
So some skirt is on her titty. Let's go. Ain't nothing wrong with orgy. Ain't nothing wrong with orgy.
Hey, they got my man on trial for having bang out. Listen, shout out to Hugh Hefner. He died before they got his ass. Give it up to Donald Trump is the president. Out there, he's like little girls. He's gonna take two. Free Diddy.
Is it free Diddy or not?
I mean, when you do crimes, you gotta do the time.
Right.
So I don't say free Diddy, but be lenient on them.
Be lenient on him.
Yeah.
All right. That's if he committed a crime.
Everybody.
He said them Diddy supporters were all over the place. Hell yeah, they was everywhere. They was everywhere. They said they was squirting. They said they was squirting baby oil in the crowd and everything. Real shit.
Free Diddy or not?
I don't want to see any black man behind bars, but you know, it is what it is.
She is super free.
People gotta.
When you say you know.
Keep him there if he's not gonna change. Keep him there.
That's grace and mercy.
Give everyone grace, but keep him there.
Okay, is it free Diddy or not?
Is that even a question? Really?
Yeah.
It's definitely not free Diddy, but he's also not the only one. Like he's a
Say it again. Say it again. Say it again. Say it again. He ain't the only one. She know.
Poster boy.
Yup.
So of course not for him. But
Hold on. Let me rewind that back. I got it. She said the most realest shit.
So others.
Or not?
Is that even a question? Really?
Yeah.
It's definitely not free Diddy, but he's also not the only one. Like he's a cover up for so many others. Yeah. So he's just the image one that the poster boy. So of course not for him, but he was also just in a cycle of abuse.
fuck?
Someone abused him before he got abused. Before he was the abuser. Doesn't mean he's not at fault. But yeah, it's all corrupt.
Is it free Diddy or not?
Yeah, I'm gonna free him because he's from New York. I'm free to free him.
Yeah. Is it free Diddy or not?
I ain't like they bugged out, man. Listen, man.
So
Nah, okay, all right. Is it Free Diddy?
Hell yeah. He was the fall guy. Yeah, he was the fall guy. She definitely was talking facts. Hell yeah, Sherm. That's why I had to rewind. I had to show that part again. Rewind that back.
Keep him and or the baby or you locked up.
See, it's a lot of people that want to see him locked up.
Is it Free Diddy or not?
I got my own opinion about that. It's not because
See, that's somebody else. That's another
we
one.
know the truth.
Another one.
We have an idea. We saw.
Was it a criminal organization?
I wasn't there.
Okay.
I wouldn't want to be there.
So is it Free Diddy
it's not.
or not?
No, because we saw video footage of what he did, whether that girl was complicit in the past or not.
But that's not what he's in court for.
My point being, sometimes we see people's character, what we see, and that matches kind of what they're being held accountable for.
What?
The fuck is he talking about?
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
No.
You don't think so?
That does not say criminal organization.
Right, what type of what?
Criminal organization, but it doesn't say criminal organization, but when it comes to a lot of people coming out, but even then that gets sketchy. Because we got to talk about how the media portrays black men and they take them down once they rise. But I ain't going to get too deep on y'all. But at the same time,
What?
I can't say free.
You saying or not?
What is dog talking about, man?
Next one. Come on now. Next one.
Is it Free Diddy or not?
No! No! I be waiting for to ask me this question. I do my brother every day. He can say Free Diddy. Man, keep that there.
Hold on, but if they pay me, Free Diddy. But if not, no.
They pay you, all right.
If they pay me, you know, they be paying people like, say Free Diddy. If they pay me,
okay.
Nah, he gotta go.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. Hey, I ain't gay, bro. I swear to God. Free Diddy, bro. Because you know why? You always make the city lit, bro. Every time Diddy comes to New York City, bro, everybody's outside.
wait, he went to your house?
No, I ain't gay, bro. I swear to God, bro.
Yo, you went to Diddy party?
Hey, I wanna go to the party, bro.
That man gotta go.
Is it Free Diddy or not? Nah. Damn. Okay.
Damn.
Sorry, like, I'm gonna have to just, you know.
Is it Free Diddy or not?
No.
Okay.
Damn.
Is it Free Diddy or not?
Free Diddy.
Free Diddy or not?
He's coming home regardless. He's a Scorpio like me. Like, what the, like, he's coming home. He's a Scorpio like me, November at that.
All right,
He's coming home.
Is it Free Diddy or not?
Can I say why if I say yes?
Yeah.
Yes, Free Diddy.
Why?
That's it. Whatever he got going on, this is personal issues. What he did for the music culture could never probably be duplicated ever again. And that's that. You can never stop playing Diddy music like you can't stop playing Michael Jackson, Chris Brown, and anybody else who's done wrong in this world and made mistakes. You know what I'm saying?
Free Diddy or not?
Put them under the jail. Build a new jail. Put a jail under it. And put him under that. I don't want him to ever see light, no sunlight for this man. Did y'all see the video of what he did to the lady in the elevator? Please. Come on now. It's crazy. No.
But he's not on trial for, you know.
It don't matter. He's a danger to society. Said baby oil from Costco. They said they came out with an official statement that they don't even sell that. They had to not be upset, not be seen with this, man. You can't compete with that. Costco will be associated with anything. Them is generic. That's they wrong. They couldn't be associated.
Well, he want to see him dog want him to be in prison for sure.
Nobody doing it.
It's his opinion. It's his opinion. You know what I'm saying? Is it Free Diddy or not?
I don't care.
Is it Free Diddy or not?
Very controversial, but I would say nah. Nah.
Is it Free Diddy or not? Politically correct? Wait. I can only be honest. You started this off with, I can only be honest. You're right. All right, so politically. Politically correct, I ought to be quiet. I ought to plead the fifth. But it's Free Diddy. Is it Free Diddy or not?
No! Life. You're not me out here. You're not me out here with the rest of us. What he did to my girl Cassie, no. I don't play about kids, okay? You can do what you want. You shouldn't do what you want to adults, but I really don't play when it comes to kids, okay? So
That's what's up.
that need to stay in there.
What's the kid part?
He Justin Bieber when he was 14.
Oh.
Let's talk about it. And Usher.
Is it free Diddy or not?
I mean, I think, yo, bro, honestly, you can't lock up for being freaky, man. Free Diddy, man.
Is it free Diddy or not?
No! I'm sorry. No.
And they let his off. They let his ass off. They said that he wasn't doing trafficking, that he wasn't doing a whole bunch of They let his ass.
Wait.
To this day, I swear to God, Diddy.
Wait,
because no, baby,
this was recent news?
Baby, this is recent. All of this that he was on trial for, they let him off.
Ooh.
Baby, and I say, Diddy, from the bottom of my heart, you're not.
Damn, she going all out.
To fucking Cassie and to fucking Jane Doe. I don't know her name, but that you're not gonna get away. Fuck.
Is it free Diddy or not?
Nah. We can't free Diddy. That's crazy.
Damn, it's a lot of people saying keep him in there.
Is it free Diddy or not?
No opinion.
No opinion.
I feel I was there.
Damn, that's crazy. It's a lot of people saying keep him in there. Keep him in there. Keep him in there. He need to be in there. Get them likes up. Subscribe to the channel at TaeLucianoMEDIA. Subscribe to the channel.
That man gotta come home to his family and they gotta let him go. Like, we're not gonna do all the, like, I do skits, I'm a comedian, I come from the world where, we make fun of everything and you grew up on that, you know what I'm saying? Living Color, SNL, you name it, that's what we did. Like, besides that, on the real talk, that man, let him go. If he's freaky, let him be freaky, that's it. Enough is enough. Y'all found the baby oil, that's it. What y'all want? They was with it. First it was Keisha, Latanya. They was there. They had fun, all right. And they was there, they showed up, and they said what they said.
Right.
It was fun. Let the fun continue.
The fun stop. Alright. Free Diddy or not?
Look, I don't want no black man behind bars.
Right.
Free Diddy, man.
Free Diddy.
Free Diddy, bro.
Alright.
Yo, the crazy part, I actually been to a Diddy party on New Year's.
Right. How was it?
It was lit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but, we were just in the backyard. Like, some people went in the house.
Backyard?
Yeah, that didn't sound bold.
Yeah,
but
they
got like a turf backyard.
Okay.
And,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
and it was cool.
This was like a part, like, when I was a part of, like,
You
Fat Boy
ain't
Gang.
seen none of that. You ain't seen none of that.
Yeah, I ain't seen none. But you remember, like, Fat Boy Gang?
Yeah.
Fat Boy, he went in the house. He ain't been the same since. So I don't know. I don't know what happened with him.
Hell no. That's crazy. Man, free Diddy.
My guy, Freddie P, man, got you back on the platform. I gotta ask you, you already know why we're here. The verdict, it came in. How you feeling about it?
Man, I don't know, right? Cause check this out, Art. Like, as a street man, it's never been in me to call. I probably never called 911 in my life, so I can never root for the police. You feel me? I can never really root for the police. But sometimes you just want to see people get their just due. You know what I'm saying? And I was asleep when I got the verdict. When somebody sent me a text like, "Yo, this nigga puffing to get out, son," like they was like upset about this, very upset. And I never wanted him to do life. You know, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I actually prayed to God that the nigga didn't have to do life. You know, that he just get what he deserved. But if you go back to the beginning of this case,
Nah, he wanted him
you
to
can
do
just tell,
life.
like,
He wanted him
they
to
were
do
never
life.
trying to prosecute him. If they wanted to prosecute Diddy, they could have prosecuted Diddy. Like, you don't beat the feds beat themselves. Kind of like the 6ix9ine situation. You know what I'm saying? Where you turn us over a little bit and we'll act.
Let me see. What else on here, man?
Now today, President Donald Trump signed into law what he calls the Big Beautiful Bill. Now this was during a 4th of July ceremony at the White House, which took place alongside a military picnic, which included an armed forces flyover. Now on Tuesday, the Senate passed the bill on a 51-50 vote, with Vice President J.D. Vance casting the tie-breaking decision. Now that sent the bill to the House, which passed it on a mostly party line vote of 218 to 214 Thursday. Now, just one day before Trump's July.
Man, that's crazy.
The law extends the president's 2017 tax cuts across all brackets and boosts funding for immigration enforcement. It also adds work requirements for Medicaid and implements cost sharing with states for SNAP benefits.
We made promises, and it's really promises made, promises kept, and we've kept them. This is a triumph of democracy on the birthday of democracy.
Now, the law is projected to increase the federal deficit by roughly $3 trillion over a decade, according to the Congressional Budget Office. Now, though some Republicans dispute the estimate.
Wow.
All right, so I know you guys already seen.
We're live right now. I know you sent stuff going down, so I'll.
You can't find it online because y'all don't have breaking news like Reggie Wright and we have it over here at Ball First. But apparently
Man, R.I.P. Young Noble, man.
showing us on YouTube and stuff
Outlaw
like that,
member.
that mental illness going on. Because we all saw it about 2 or 3 months ago.
Unalive.
That the young
You know.
man was spiraling out of control. If we didn't see it, he was tapping a blue towel, then he started tapping an ED. But apparently got into an incident in Atlanta, Georgia last night, and got into it with some people. It's not out there online yet. I know.
Oh, he got into it with some people.
Talked to reliable sources. And whenever I ever came to breaking news with y'all on something that wasn't factual. It's unfortunate. rest in peace, because I know he's been dealing with a lot and being a lot with his health. I know he has a child that has some special medical conditions. The reason why I respected the hell out of him, because how he was dealing with that child, and I don't know who's going to be taking care of that child. Man, that's what I'm worried about now. But I'm mad at myself that I didn't reach out more. As y'all know, I did online, but it's I was going through some mental issues and fighting something. But I just got word that late last night, sometime this morning, young Noble, the outlaws, committed suicide.
Man.
So just bringing it to you that another outlaw member is no longer with us, and it's sad. So shout out to his family, rest in peace, and condolences.
Man, R.I.P. Young Noble. Let's see.
You want to hear that shit, gang? Don't make me be up on this early morning for nothing, my nigga. This is cold pizza. Number love to Chicago. I see Chicago in the building. Hey, man, I don't like what's been going on around the city. Crazy. 45-year-old man, bro. I'm 37 years old, dog. Call me a 45-year-old man. But you know what it is, bro? You only call me that because my game is older. My game is old school. That's why you call me old, nigga. You niggas was never really outside. I know this. Happy 4th to you, too. I know this. You niggas was never really outside. You have no guidance.
Man, Sharp be on some shit, don't he? Sharp be tripping all the time.
You can't even have it being given to you from the bench. You niggas suck. Come on, dog. 45 shit, nigga. I'm 37. You niggas is mad. You think it took me that long to figure it out? No, nigga, it's gonna take you niggas that long to figure it out. You're gonna be 45 and finally figuring it the fuck out. I figured it out young. You niggas is dumb. You young niggas be dumb. Let's keep it a band.
Oh, he right. He right.
Bro. Went through all my spells early. Half you niggas come from country bumpkin ass towns. Learn nothing. Your shoes, your clothes, all that shit in your game. You niggas get it late. Shut it the fuck up. Let's shut the fuck down tonight.
Man.
Cut that shit. Oh yeah, we're gonna cut that shit real quick. Real quick. Half you niggas that come from little small cities, swear up and fucking down, you niggas be doing something. Till you get to a fucking city and you wonder why you competing with 50,000 of you. Nigga, you trash. Shut up. Shut the fuck up, nigga. Cut it out like Joey on Full House.
He said cut it out like Joey on Full House. Oh, man.
The Lab Diamond King. Bruh, do you know half these niggas is rocking Lab, the majority of them rocking Lab Diamonds. I got shit with natural diamonds. Don't shine as hard as Lab Diamonds. Just being honest. You still pay the same amount of money, bruh. I don't know who taught you anything, but you look dumb as fuck. Lab diamonds, nigga. Who run around with natural diamonds? Hell, even a blood diamond. Boy, them shits don't shine the same, my nigga. Look at this Rolex right here, all natural diamonds. Will never shine as, nigga, BS2s. Will never shine as hard as a Lab diamond. You still pay the same amount of money. You fucking weirdo. You dummy. Get on your game. I'm tired of you niggas, bruh.
Sharp said, I'm tired of niggas.
You move from
I'm getting tired of you niggas, bruh.
Right now, when you wake up, nigga, it's fucking 6 o'clock in the morning. You over here in my chat with a stanky breath. When you look in one hand, it's nothing. You look in the other hand, it's nothing. You put them bitches together, what the fuck do your ass got? Oh, wait. What do you got when you put both them funky ass motherfuckers together?
Who y'all listening to right now? Who album that done dropped y'all listening to, y'all rocking with?
Boy, it's sick of you niggas, homie. You niggas need a new profession. Other than being a fuck nigga. Straight up. Happy 4th to all my people, but to you non-achievers, non-believers, my nigga, shame on you, bruh. Coming over here hating. You participate to hate. You anticipate to hate. Nigga. So you need a job, pimp, a job, nigga. My job is sitting here sorting through the fuckery. What you talking about, homie?
Oh, man. Nigga said my job is sorting through the fuckery.
On a low end. Sounds like I have a job. Sounds like I have a job, my man. You can't say you need a job, pimp. I mean, shit. I work for myself. What do you do?
Not really.
Who you working for this morning?
Listening to nothing
these
either.
check?
Oh yeah, me too. Yeah, I waited for the Clips album too. They had a little like a little not gift box, but like a little album box. They don't start shipping out until like July the 11th. So really, what was that, like next week? You know, they had different shirts and different little shit that come in a box. But I think this tour they going on, the Clips about to go on, is about to be dope. I really feel like the tour they about to go on, that's about to be a dope ass tour. That's about to, I feel like that's about to be, I feel like that's about to be a dope ass tour. You know what I'm saying? It's been a while. It's been a long, it's been a long time since that the Clips been back together. It's been a long time since the Clips been back together. So that's gonna be a dope show. I feel like that's gonna be a very, very dope show.
Been running for 4 or 5 years. And those shits ain't making no money. Do you know, nigga, even LLCs, bro? You gotta have at least.
Yeah, his album was trash.
If you don't, they close the account. You have to have that at least. And making it legitimately. Unemployed, nigga, I work for myself.
Yeah, his album was trash. It was. I was definitely disappointed. You know what I mean? Definitely. I'm gonna do this. Jake One. Yeah, that might be dope. Freeway and Jake One. Yeah, that might be dope. That might be dope. That just might be. Hell yeah.
Money up, homie. Straight the fuck up.
I gotta check it out.
I can lose all this shit tomorrow. I'm always gonna touch a
I
dollar.
definitely gotta check it out.
It's better than most. Better than fucking most. Nigga, you gotta at least have $5,000 to $7,000 so you know what I'm saying. You gotta have at least $5,000 to $7,000, no matter what, in that account. You start dropping, they drop you. So you know I'm telling the truth. Shut the fuck up. You pretty much got what I said. You gotta keep at least that in the account, dummy. You know this. Your business account, your LLC.
I know the Clips album going to be Fire Pusha T held it back while his brother. Yeah, it's gonna be. Yeah, I think the Clips album gonna be super fire. I'm not gonna even hold you up. I think that's gonna be a very, very dope. I think that's gonna be a very dope album. Yeah, I think. And it's been a while since they done dropped the album, so that's about to be something. Man, that's about to be something crazy. I already know it is. That right there about to be something crazy. Super duper crazy.
Look, we got Rich Trapper in here, man. You feel me? I told Pun he can't come today. Yeah, Pun.
You said Nas?
Pun had a real.
I know the Clips album gonna be.
He had a great emergency. Is that something that you guys should be worried about?
Ain't Nas on the album? I think Nas is actually on the Clips album or something like that. I know Kendrick definitely is, but I think Nas is on the album too. My hair is like a mug. I think Nas is actually on the album. Isn't he? I believe he is. They got Rich Trapper on her.
Whenever you're ready, we can do a full ESPN take.
He said, I think so. I know how it is on it. Yeah, oh man. Hove is on the album? Hove is on the album too?
I'm happy that Rich Trapper came today because I was like, damn. Hey, because it's been a series of unfortunate events, so this is actually perfect timing. And you see how they work out?
Damn, Hove is on the album? Is that what you saying? Sherm, he on the album as well?
I know Court will come. Court will come. Anyone that texts me like 8 in the morning, like, I'll see you at 2. Like, literally like clockwork. And never comes at 2. Which is fine, though. Which is fine.
I'm gonna be on time.
They said bringing T-Rail's bully on stream is wild.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be fire. Cause yeah, that's gonna be a fire album. You know what I'm saying? Clips always been somebody that's dope. So, as far as group wise, Malice, you know what I mean, and Pusha. So, yeah, I think this gonna be a real, a real hip hop album, straight up. I think it's gonna be a real dope hip hop album, hands down. Hands down.
What you want to do with Cuz? Nothing. Knock us out. Nothing. Not a thing. Hold on. What? This ain't LA County. Whoa. Chill out. Relax. Whoa. Hide the kids. You had me at whoa.
Meet him in the alley.
Yeah, you tripping. Hey, that's why I said, bro, what you want me to do with Cuz? Because listen, I damn near was going to tell Cuz, hey, bro, hey, that ATL is next. See?
Rich Trapper, old as hell. He ain't even that old. How he got all that gray in his beard? He look like somebody old uncle that drink Mad Dog 2020 or somewhere, like, you know what I'm saying? Sit around and drink nothing but beers and shit. Like, he looked old as hell. When I found out he wasn't really that old, I was like, I swear I thought he was like, I always thought Rich Trapper was at least in his 40s. And when I found out that he wasn't in his 40s, I was just outdone. Like, damn, dude not even in his 40s and he looked that old. Like, that shit is mind blowing. Like, he looked old as hell. I don't even see how he looked that old. Like, you know what I mean? He like an old man, but he's not an old man. That's the crazy part about it. Like, he's not even an old man, but he looks old. I don't really see how that works. But man,
I swear to God, I had like 80,000. Like I thought I was gonna get 2 watches. I was gonna get. I wasn't trying to get no. I was. Yeah, I was trying to get. You just talking. You just talking for the camera. I forgot that was on. Yeah, I did this one called Ben. But that's like a 90. That's different. That was all. We got a dilemma, right? So right now, I came in Frank Miller. This is today's white car. Very light, very sporty. It's a 40 millimeter. It's a big one. It's the same size as yours. Right? Like baseball.
y'all see he got that can't be fucked with piece as well.
I don't see the type you want it now.
Right, man, Sharm, he had a lot. Rich Trapper got a whole lot of gray. He's not even that old. He's in his 30s. Like, god damn, when he get in his 40s, he gonna look like he about in his 60s. He look like he about 60. He definitely like he about 50 though. He look like he about 50 years old, hands down.
You want it? Yeah. Okay. But y'all use to clean y'all stuff. Crazy. You don't need much for that. You don't get dirty like this. Quick. I'm telling people that they get dirty quick. Oh, this is Nigeria Unlimited Concrete Edition, man. I'm saying that's upgraded Cuban. That upgraded Cuban today, baby. You know what time it is. You gonna beat it in the dirt? What's up? You need to be in the city. Don't hit a nigga farmer.
Dude looks white as a motherfucker.
I like how you look. You wanna come around a real rich nigga. Damn. Like that, folks. Yeah, he's just talking. He's just talking for the camera. I forgot that was on. I like playing kids. Alright, so. But then you gotta have the same chain as him. I literally just seen it today. I thought I had some groundbreaking new shit. Nobody else. It's different when you can see it. You see someone rapping, like versus just hearing them. You visually see them rapping in front of a mic. It's like psychologically, it just makes you think, damn, man. Oh, look, you fixed them braces for me? Yeah, I have the extra length, but I went to this bank
30,000 cash. So
Oh, you was in the bank with you.
I like small watches, big watches. You seen the flat Richard?
Ferrari.
No, not the Ferrari one. The one that's like 70 bands.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
square
How
one.
much?
It's a RM16.
They'll keep it up low. I got one kid in the. You want me to change my son? His birthday October 16th. Yeah, he low key want a ski change, baby ski change.
Oh, like the one you're doing?
Yeah. And it was a guy standing in the middle of the street. And when I ran outside, I tried to hit him. He turned around and shot me. This Babyface Ray, and this is first for Rap TV. First reason I stayed in Detroit, I got a lot of family here. My kids here, my mom here, my people's here. Well, I can't be somewhere living in luxury and knowing they back at home. You know what I mean? First crazy thing I saw in my hood, I was leaving band practice for Rennie Scott. And when I was walking up my street, I heard a gunshot. And one of my neighbors from up the street had been killed at the liquor store. You know what I'm saying? I knew him personally, but that probably was like the first crazy thing that I witnessed.
Man, make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe to the channel at TaeLucianoMEDIA. Definitely gonna be tapping in with y'all, you know what I mean? Definitely be going live, you know, more and more. Channel been gaining a lot of attraction, you know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Definitely gonna be tapping in with y'all. Peace.